Hey friends, Rob here, just doing a response or review. One of the members, I believe the manager of FPSRussia, I believe for the most part he was found dead. He got a gunshot to the head, and they're saying it's a homicide and murder. That's how they're treating it. And Keith Ratliff, and certainly my condolences at large to his family, his friends, people throughout that region in the earth that are grieving and mourning the senseless situation of this young man. And, you know, friends, it just goes to show you, whether you live to be 8 or 108, we are all going to leave this earth one day. And I'm certainly not being insensitive to this young man, Keith. But the reality is no one's immortal under the sound of my voice. And whether you do live to be 108, in comparison to eternity. Now, someone says, how'd you get into eternity? Well, I'm a minister of the gospel. You desire to subscribe to my ministry channel via YouTube, go for it, hit the subscribe button. And, you know, you may ask me, how long's eternity? Friends, eternity is without end. It's without measure. It's not a billion years. It's not a billion times a billion years. It's without end. And we're spiritually created beings, so we will never die. And the reality is, once we all take our last breath, which is the inevitable, no one's found the fountain of youth under the sound of my voice, but once we all take our last breath, the elevator goes up to life insurance, or it goes down to the basement. You don't want to talk about the place where there's fire insurance. But the reality is the only way we can have and make sure that we will have the insurance that we're going to make heaven our home is by having our lives surrendered and submitted to the Lordship of Jesus Christ, my friends. The Bible very clearly says in the book of John, 3rd chapter, 16th verse, "For God so loved the world that he gave as a gift his only Son." So if you would believe and receive Christ and submit your life, you'd not perish, you'd have everlasting life. And God desires no one to perish. He wants all to have that insurance that when we all take our last breath, we will make heaven our home. And, you know, we control the doorknob to our heart. We can accept Christ due to obedience. We can reject him due to disobedience. But God will never make you serve him. And God didn't create robots. And the reality is you know, you have to, the Lord comes by invitation only. You have to open your life up and invite him, and obviously he's faithful, he will come. So if you desire to accept Christ into your heart, you want to recite a simple prayer after me. Say, Jesus, thank you for dying on the cross for my sins. Thank you for being my Lord and Savior. Again, my condolences to one of the members of that YouTube gig group, the FPSRussia, you know, the guys with the massive monster guns and stuff like that. Friends, God has a mighty plan for your life. The Lord loves you. Again, if you desire to subscribe to my ministry channel, go for it. Also under the search Rob Wood 1, I have many of the ministry videos where I do expound. I talk about the Bible, Christianity, heaven, hell, angels, demons, etc. Friends, the Lord loves you. Be blessed today.